Hey everybody, we're here for a new review. We're talking Ant-Man, Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp, I
Yeah,
guess.
I
I'm
get.
here with
Yeah,
Johnny
that was the full
Donuts.
title.
That was the full title. I'm here with Johnny Donuts. We're gonna do this. He reviews wrestling and now he also reviews movies.
There we
Check him out
go.
on his
See,
channel. It'll be in the description. I just stole your intro, but
there you go. But that's okay.
so we're gonna start this off. We'll go no spoilers. We'll
Yep.
give you a score and then we'll have an open discussion. So in this one, what's happening is Scott Lang is rebuilding his relationship with his daughter, who's now older, and the fourth actress that they've used.
Yeah,
And
getting adjusted to normal life, I guess,
yeah,
is
at post Endgame and like all of this stuff, and he gets sucked into the quantum realm where they have to deal with Kang. So what were your general thoughts?
it was all over the place. I found the writing all over the place. There was no continuity to it, but there was, if that makes sense. It's kind of like they're trying to tell a story, but they didn't know where they were going with the story in a way.
I think the characters aren't they don't progress at all in this story.
No.
We find out some more
Hank a
depth.
little bit does, but it pays off
Well,
at
we
the
get
end.
more depth for Janet,
Yes.
but they don't really develop, I guess. Like Hank, I don't know. There's just more of him, but I don't know if he really develops.
Instead of setting up Kang, I think this movie seemed to be more setting up Cassie.
Yes, and okay, first of all, I just want to be honest with you. I don't think anyone really gave a great performance in this movie.
No, and Paul, I'm sorry, say what you will about Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd needed those other actors like Pena and to
Yeah,
play
Pena's
off.
not in this.
No, he's not.
What the hell?
Yeah.
You could have had him on the outside trying to find a way to get them out or something.
Yeah,
right?
trying to help them or something. Exactly. Like Pena was not he was not in this movie. But the other guy was. He was the voice of that blob guy.
Was he?
Yeah, the guy who played Polka Dot Man.
Polka Dot Man, yeah.
But he was one of the thieves in Ant-Man too, Polka Dot Man.
Yeah, he actually in Ant-Man 2?
He was in both, yeah.
Yeah.
They had the security company, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. But he was the voice of that blob guy, Zeb, whatever, Veb.
Yeah, yeah. Which that he was pretty funny. So
yeah. I have holes.
I mean, like what I was thinking about the acting. A lot of people are really praising Jonathan Majors as Kang, and
he did okay.
I feel like it's like people trying to come up with a reason to say this movie's good. He was fine.
He doesn't carry that same presence someone like a Josh Brolin has.
He doesn't, but towards the end of the movie, he got better. And I just think if you're gonna go based on his performances, he was far better in Loki than he was in this.
Oh yeah,
and like his build up to before he got really good in like the finale, he just was like fine, and I was like, what's everyone praising? If anything, the middle of the movie, Michelle Pfeiffer is the best actor, and that's going.
Another actress that was in both DC and Marvel films now.
Hey, Catwoman forever. But I mean, storytelling is difficult. This is a weird situation. I don't understand how Ant-Man is in a Kang movie. Like, it doesn't line up for me. I think you could have played it better off with this being Modoc as the villain.
Yeah, and then Kang shows up at the end.
Yeah, and you introduce Kang. Like more because this is a different Kang, but it just felt odd to me.
This one's which one? This is the Conqueror.
This is the Conqueror.
Yeah.
The one from Loki is the nice one.
Yes,
but it just
there's Rama Tut. There's Kang.
There's
Prime.
so many of them. There's so many, and I'm not a big like knowledgeable person on Kang. Does he ever fight Ant-Man in the comics?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just he's like the lowest tier superhero they have in the MCU, and he's like
Ant-Man. Yeah, he is actually kind of the lowest. They even made reference to who are you? Like when they were saying, I'm an Avenger. Are you the one with the hammer?
Yeah, that was good. But no, I'm better looking. That's what he said.
Yeah.
But it's the comedy I thought worked really well.
Yeah, like I mean, because Paul Rudd is a comedic actor, so he has pretty decent comedic timing.
He works well. Michael Douglas surprisingly had some funny moments.
Holy shit, that guy's broccoli.
Yeah. See, Bill Murray was really good in his little bit of time.
Yeah.
My biggest thing, and like I said, I don't want to give spoilers, but
yeah,
my biggest thing that I didn't like about this movie was it felt like whoever wrote it or directed it, which was Peyton Reed, but the people
he's done all of them, hasn't he?
Yeah, the people involved in making this, they were either huge Star Trek or Star Wars fans, and also just tried to emulate the success of what Guardians did.
I was gonna say, yeah, this tried to have like that Guardians almost Ragnarok type of fish out of water type of story.
Yes, but it was so like insanely like pulled out of like a Star Trek movie where they're like, oh, they're on a new or episode where they're on a new planet that they've never been to, and they're like learning how the local people function.
Kang is the equivalent to a Romulan or a Klingon.
Yeah, and it just it feels so derivative. None of it felt fresh, and none of it felt like paying homage to
You're
these
right.
things.
It did not feel like they
stealing.
were in the quantum realm. They felt like they were in outer space.
Yeah, that is the whole movie. And then when it got to the really quantum realmy parts, it felt like the movie that just came out for Disney, Strange Planet, or
something like that. Yeah.
And I was like, Strange Worlds or Strange World. I don't know what it was called. Who cares? It felt just, it didn't feel like it was paying respect to these things. It felt like it was stealing from them. That's like how the whole movie felt. And
they're plagiarizing themselves.
It doesn't flow well at all. Is it an unwatchable movie? No, it's perfectly watchable.
Yeah,
it has entertainment value, but I think there's a nice chunk in the middle where nothing is happening, and you're like, why am I watching this?
It's
like
basically they spend 30 minutes looking for each other.
Yes,
30 minutes of the movie is literally them just looking for each other.
On top of all of these things, okay, this
is one of the shorter ones, at least.
You tried to, in an Ant-Man movie, instead of telling an Ant-Man story, you told a Kang story to set up Avengers. So what they've done now is people were complaining that, oh, you spent too much time not expanding the universe. This movie's only about expanding the universe and is irrelevant to his like personal story, except for the parts where him and Cassie
and that's the thing. Ant-Man is not a believable character to overcome. Ant-Man is always the guy who always needs help from somebody else to beat the villain.
And this is not, both of his movies were fighting like street level things. Yeah. And this felt weird. Okay, well,
I don't remember who was the second villain. I forgot.
The guy, the guy who works at he was like a gangster.
Oh yeah. The first one was obviously Yellow Jacket.
But the whole build up to the Yellow Jacket fight was him fighting against like a corporate goon.
But that again told the same story as Iron Man. Former partners working together. Obadiah Stane? Whatever his name was?
Yeah, Obadiah Stane.
Yeah. He was like partners with at one time with Tony Stark. Then he went on his own way, started creating his own thing. Like
Jebediah feeds the chickens and Jacob plows. All right.
Exactly.
So we'll end this. No spoiler here. We're going to give scores.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give it a 6.6. I don't think it's the worst movie. I still think Captain America First Avenger is the worst movie. And I also think that Iron Man 2 is worse than this. But this is like pretty close.
This is low tier. I actually went around the
Thors.
I went a little lower. I gave this a 6.3.
Okay, well, we're in the same zone.
Vicinity, but yeah. It was okay. It was
I think if you're a casual moviegoer, you're gonna like this movie. I think if you're if
you're invested into the Marvel universe, then yes,
it has things to like. But I think if you're a real true Marvel fan, you'll see what's wrong with this movie, and you won't be blinded by the MCU fans and their feelings of it. But the casual person, I think, is gonna enjoy this.
I think the MCU fans are starting to become like the Snyder fans.
They're starting to become like Star Wars fans.
Yeah. Well.
So okay, that's it. Spoiler time starts right now. How ants?
Why?
The ants beat Kang, and Kang lost. Kang the Conqueror lost to ants.
Highly intelligent, civilized, colonized ants.
Large.
Yes. So how come they didn't shrink when they went to the quantum realm?
Because they had the helmets on.
Okay.
I don't know. Why were they in the quantum realm?
Well, don't you remember they were building that colony with the ants in their own little quantum realm kind of thing?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
But when they got sucked into the quantum realm, they didn't shrink. The humans did.
Yeah, but they were suited up, I think. Maybe that's
okay.
why.
Maybe they had the pim
I don't know.
particles on them.
Listen,
I don't know.
I don't freaking know.
That's the only thing.
These are things. These are nitpicks that you can make in this movie to why it's not that good.
Yeah.
It's just so stale. The storytelling is so
okay. Does
stale.
it deserve the review bombing that it got? No.
No, but it also doesn't deserve the fan score that it has.
Yeah, the fan score is really high.
Like crazy. Like
Yeah.
This is the thing. You're gonna come out, and someone made this comment already, and you know what? Congratulations. You're gonna come out and you're gonna review bomb. The same people who like this movie are gonna come out and review bomb the Marvels when it comes out just because it's 3 women. And it's so stupid to me. This is the movie you're defending. Like, this is the one. Why? Why this?
I actually like Ms. Marvel or Miss Marvel or Marvel, whatever was the first one was called. Miss Marvel?
Captain Marvel?
Captain Marvel, whatever it was called.
I gave it a 7. I don't
yeah,
think it was
I actually
bad.
like that movie better than this. I enjoyed it. But
okay, Captain Marvel, I'll just explain it now. You know what Captain Marvel suffers from? That it had like 10 producers and 15 writers and 3 directors. That's what was wrong with Captain Marvel.
The Fan Force stick.
It's so divided.
It was overbooked.
Sections.
To put it in a wrestling term, it was overbooked.
It's so divided into sections where you could tell someone else had this idea and someone else had this idea, and it just doesn't flow. But this movie is just poorly written, and it doesn't do anything to service Scott Lang and his story.
No, it's setting up Cassie as the next young Avenger.
Setting up Cassie and Kang. That's all this movie is for.
As Stinger, yeah.
They don't want to, and it's like.
I honestly think the Kang dynasty is young Avengers.
I can't remember who was the daughter in Endgame. I think it was Kathryn Langford.
No, Kathryn Langford is this one.
No, this is
Kathryn something else.
Oh my god, how did I forget what her name is? I wanted to say Caitlin Dever, but it's not. Kathryn Newton. This is Kathryn Newton.
It's a different Kathryn. Okay.
But it's just like she's a good actress, but I don't think she was very good in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kathryn Langford.
Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It didn't really give me good performances. I don't know. It suffers. I didn't. It's okay. Modoc. Let's talk about Modoc here because I didn't mind the character of Modoc.
I hated how it looked.
I don't like the way Corey Stoll presented him either.
I thought I didn't.
Doesn't Modoc have hair?
Yeah. Okay, I didn't hate it. I thought I hated the way it looked. Visually, I couldn't get behind it because he's not a character that translates to the screen. He just looks
and
stupid.
Modoc butt. We got Modoc butt.
Yeah, you got a lot of Modoc butt. But wait, was it not her? Now I'm confused. I got to figure out who this is. But yeah, continue.
But yeah, I mean, Modoc, you're right. Modoc is not a character that lends itself well to live action. Modoc is a cartoon villain. Modoc is a video game villain. Modoc is a comic book villain.
Oh, it was Emma Furman. It was Emma Furman.
Modoc is an over-the-top type of villain where it didn't work in this type of... And why is there a redemption story for Darren Cross?
Okay, since we're already in spoilers, I was about to say, why are we talking about this?
Yeah. I died in Avenger. No.
Why did you kill him? Why? You didn't need to kill him. You could see how you did like your stupid redemption arc. Mm-hmm. You could have did that, had him stay alive, and brought him back later for more things, and made him just be alive.
Because he is not Modoc. This is gonna. My theory is this is going back into this whole multiverse. They are going to bring George Charlton in as Modoc.
You think so?
Yes.
And this is not the right Modoc?
Exactly. This universe's Modoc. Ramatut's Modoc could be George Tarleton or the other
What does it
Scarlet
stand
Centurion. Was it? It's mobile or mechanized organizing design only for killing.
When he said it, I was like, Modoc, that makes sense.
Yeah,
And
it's
I
an
read
acronym.
comics and I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's an acronym. But just like he had a counterpart, didn't he? Was it Madam?
Madam Modoc?
Yeah, it's Madam, his counterpart. But yeah, but besides that, yeah. Off topic here. I digress. But yeah, it was, I don't know. I didn't, like I said, it punked out Kang, and he's supposed to be the supervillain.
You not only did you punk out Kang, but you did a disservice to Ant-Man and Scott Lang with this movie. Like it's you. What did you do? Like I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's no worries.
All of the ships for the quantum realm good guys looked like dicks.
Yes, they did, with arms.
Like there was just way too many dick jokes in this and hole jokes. Did you notice that?
Yeah. How many holes do you have? Like, don't ask these personal questions, but he has 7. Like,
I have holes now. He was the best character though.
He was, yeah. But I don't know. You're supposed to be, and this Kang, I don't think he's just transported somewhere else, right? He's not dead.
No. Because you see it at the end. Scott Lang's like, I didn't kill him. What if he comes back?
Yeah. So this is he? Do you think is he the Conqueror or is he the Kang Prime? Are they following like the story? The comics.
He's the Conqueror.
Okay, he's not Prime. He's not Ramatut. He's not Nathaniel Richards.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with him then.
Yeah. So this Kang is going to come back, but then in the mid credit scene, you get the Council of Kangs with Ramatut and what's the other one there?
I don't know them. I don't remember the names.
Yeah,
like I told you, I'm not that big of a on Kang.
Yeah, I just remember Ramatut.
It's really weird to me. Like they defeat him.
Yeah,
even though he explains his plan, which makes sense, and it's not even as terrible what he was doing as what Thanos wanted to do.
Yeah,
and
Thanos basically wanted to commit genocide,
and what he's doing is correcting the timeline so that everyone doesn't die.
Yeah,
and they're like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, how many people are going to die but these timelines are splintered timelines. They shouldn't exist to begin with.
And by doing it, he's saving the rest of the world, the rest of the multiverse, because their multiverse is dying.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So that's why I think what you're saying, there's going to be a Kang Prime. So Kang the Conqueror is going to get out.
Yeah.
And he's going to try to stop Kang Prime, and then Kang Prime is going to kill him.
So Kang Prime is the villain in Dynasty?
I think so. I think Kang Dynasty is going to be about. So that's two parts. It's a two-parter, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think Kang the first Dynasty, one is going to be him Kang the Conqueror trying to stop him from doing this. He's going to escape, and they think he's bad. And he's going to die, and then he's going to be like, you idiots, now everyone's going to die.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, and the thing too, the end credits set up season 2 of Loki. So
Loki Kang is really going to push this? I think this.
So which Kang are we going to have in Loki? Is that Prime?
I don't know. I think you're going to get just more Kangs.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think it's just going to involve more Kangs. That's going to give us more of a mystery to what's happening right now.
Okay. Because they even set up another Kang, Timely, Mr. Timely, who's a version of Kang as well. And they have to pay off the Ravonna Renslayer storyline too.
Who's Kang? Who's Kang in Loki?
That's He Who Remains.
Yeah.
In the first one, the one Sylvie kills.
Yeah.
But there's another Kang now that has control of the TVA. Remember the end credits of the season finale? There was the statues of Kang in the, so that's a different Kang altogether because they're in a different multiverse. Or what they did in that, they split the multiverse, and that was the results of it by changing the timeline.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I feel like you spent this whole movie trying to establish where we're gonna go, and then you still left it in a position of like, we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, because what I think is you're gonna get the Kang Dynasty movie, and then the Secret Wars is going to be kind of like Avengers, where they're all going to get together and streamline the timeline back into one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. That would work.
Right? And then be done with this multiverse. So where does
Loki in the TVA?
Yep.
Ooh, I can't stop yawning.
It's okay.
Sorry to all the people out there in yawn land.
It's contagious.
You get Loki in TVA, you get a Doctor Strange, and you get, I guess, Ant-Man now because he knows what's happening.
Yeah.
And you have them like team up to try and like do some stuff.
Because Thor is not part of he's not coming back.
No, I don't think so. Not until Avengers.
No, the big four I don't think are coming back. I don't think we're getting Thor back. I don't think obviously we're not getting Iron Man back.
We're definitely getting Hulk back.
We're definitely not getting Hawkeye. Poor guy, but like nothing to.
Well, that's a long ways away. They might be able to make it work.
But yeah, like who else? Like who else is part of the? No more.
Well, they're gonna build a new Avengers team. It's gonna be Doctor Strange. It's gonna be Hulk. It's gonna be
Falcon.
Well,
Captain America.
It's gonna be
Sam
Winter
Wilson.
Soldier. It's gonna be
Winter Soldier won't be part of it because he'll be part of Thunderbolts.
Yeah, he still exists in the world. Okay, I'm sure in Kang Dynasty, I'm sure Thunderbolts are coming.
Okay,
I'm sure everyone is coming in Kang Dynasty.
Eternals.
Everyone.
Okay.
Is coming.
Yeah, it's a different Avengers.
Trust me though, I feel like this is where it's good. I think there's gonna be you're gonna get an appearance from like Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, there's talks about Henry Cavill as Dr. Doom now.
I'll take it. Why not?
Because like they want Henry Cavill in the MCU, but everybody's talking about Cavill as Captain Britain. You're not going to put an A-list actor who was Superman as a D-list superhero.
I think that's absolutely fair. And I think that they're going to use smaller people for that.
Yeah. But I know, but I don't know. Like I said, it sets up something. We don't know where it's going though. This is the thing. It's like now it's like tune into the next thing to find out what's going to happen next.
And I think that's the issue they have. That's why and this is not this. I didn't dislike this movie because of superhero fatigue. I saw the Flash trailer and I pooped.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not superhero fatigue. It's Marvel is struggling to tell stories because they don't know what to do anymore.
There are no more, like, for example, the first Doctor Strange movie was a standalone movie. You got that little nugget, but it was a standalone movie. Now I feel all the movies and TV shows have to lead into something else. I think that's why I kind of liked She-Hulk, is because of the fact that it was just its own thing.
Miss Marvel, I think the shows that we both ended up enjoying were ones that did its own thing. Even Loki,
even Moon Knight.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't like Moon Knight, but
I mean, it was its own thing.
It was its own thing. Hawkeye introduced all the people from the Netflix.
Yeah.
I don't know. That is what it is. Yeah, I mean, this is wait till it's on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Don't go to the theater.
I mean, if you've been on a cold streak, Thor was a fun time, but it wasn't a very good movie.
Yeah.
What was it called? Thor
Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder, and then Black Panther was fine, but it was a mess.
Yeah.
And Doctor Strange was probably the best of the bunch, and it still wasn't very good.
Yeah. I mean, this was the introduction to phase 5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. What's the next one then? Guardians? See, Guardians is going to do nothing for this.
Guardians is going to go separate, which we're going to
Yeah.
like, but the Guardians trailer actually looked good.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, because nothing really is going to set up the next thing until Captain America. And that's not until
Secret Invasion, what's it called?
Secret Invasion.
That's
Yeah.
going to set up a lot.
Okay. Yeah, because like there's only 3 movies coming out this year.
But that's good. Like I said, it sounds stupid of me to say this, but like I said before, if The Flash is a banger like people are saying it is, this could easily be DC's year, because Shazam just has to be okay and Aquaman just has to be okay enough to make money, because people are going to go watch both of those movies. They're already popular characters now that the first 2 movies were good. As long as they can get a movie in the 7s in quality and Flash ends up being a banger, that's it, because Blue Beetle doesn't matter whether it does good or not.
Yeah. But yeah, like there's actually more shows coming out in phase 5 than there are movies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 shows scheduled for phase 5.
Yeah, they only want to do 2 shows a year, though, I think they said.
No, there's going to do more, because this year you're getting Secret Invasion, you're getting Loki, you're getting Agatha too. And I think What If is coming out this year as well, isn't it?
Yeah, What If is. But does What If count? Do we care?
Then you're also getting, next year, was it Ironheart, Echo, and Daredevil? Which those 3 will have nothing to do with Kang. Yeah. Daredevil is really the only one I have a little bit of mild interest in.
I mean, I'll watch Echo. I'm very not excited for Ironheart.
Echo and Daredevil, I think those 2 shows are going to tie together, which I
will for sure.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye, when Hawkeye ever comes back, like this is a thing that's weird to me. You have no plans for Hawkeye season 2. You have one of the most famous actresses in the world right now sitting there as your character, and you don't care.
As Kate Bishop, yeah.
It's just like mind-boggling.
I would have liked to see. What if they did like a Kate Bishop? I think Kate Bishop may have a cameo at the end of Thunderbolts.
Possible, and who knows? But it's like this whole thing with Kathryn. How did I forget her name?
Zeta-Jones.
Catherine Zeta-Jones.
The actress who plays Cassie Lang.
The actress who plays Cassie was more Catherine Newton. It was more of a Marvel realizing she's about to be a huge name. Let's just get her now, and we'll base this movie around her to keep her here.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, to be honest with you, she's great in Freaky. Yeah. She was great in Pokemon Detective Pikachu. But she wasn't very good here.
No. She suffered a bit in this one.
I think
but then again, look at the cast around her and their poor writing.
Yeah, but I think this was just more of we're going to give you a huge paycheck, we're going to lock you up, and we're going to base an entire movie around your storyline to keep you in our company. And she was just like, whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah. Money.
Okay, anyways, that's it. Thank you for watching. Let us know if you liked Iron Man in the comments, and peace out.